And we are live once again. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel where hot rodding and romance do coexist. I'm your host, Prince Magnum. Welcome to another episode, live stream of Do It Yourself Budget Hot Rodding. In this live stream, we got a lot of ground to cover, and I'm going to try to do it in a couple hours because weather's about to turn bad, and I know y'all want to see the true star of the Prince Magnum channel, who is that is not me. It is Project Spirit. Okay, welcome, Sean. Good to see you, buddy. We got a lot of ground to cover. This is going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. The real star is obviously not me. It is always going to be Project Spirit. Project Spirit is the true star of the Prince Magnum channel. The Prince Magnum channel, without a doubt, is the house that Project Spirit built. So that being said, we're going to cover a lot of ground. First things first, while everyone's kind of coming in, I'm kind of getting everything all squared up, and kind of getting everything under control. Some of the things that I'm going to be doing real quick is I'm going to be sharing out this particular stream on Facebook because I got some relatives that are not familiar with the Prince Magnum channel. Can you believe that horse crap? So that is going to be one of the things on, in this particular stream. Yeah, Project Spirit does have a few more curves than good old me. So we are going to cover a lot of ground about the old girl. We got a little bit of money left over on the stimulus check. So we got to start taking a look at what we can fix and what we can't fix right away. Okay. And when I say fix, let me say Project Spirit is right now like 1,000 times more mechanically sound than a lot of vehicles you're going to see on the road. And in some cases, vehicles that are only 5 years old. Project Spirit's in better shape running wise than some of those vehicles out there. So that is more than impressive by any stretch of the imagination. So that being said, again, we got a lot of ground to cover with the old girl. Right now, I'm sharing this out on Facebook so everyone can kind of, family members that hey, what's going on, Charlie? Welcome to the live stream, my good friend. Right now, we will be stepping outside here just shortly and taking a look at good old Project Spirit. Hey, what's going on? Filming the Ultimate Grave Taker in with the live. We got a lot of wonderful people here. Again, we are covering a lot of ground in this particular live stream. Right now, currently, like I said, I'm shouting out some family members, some friends, some people I've known for years. And as basically, it's like, hey, you guys are missing out on the real exciting stuff. What the hey? So you all need to get in here and get to see what we're doing. All right. So that takes care of that Bologna. All righty. So right now, again, we're just kind of killing a little bit of time while everyone starts kind of filing in for this particular live stream. Real quick, I was in to see our good buddy, Carolina Hillbilly, 1961. I just figured that was like his favorite year for cars or something like that. No, he was really born in 61. I didn't know what the heck to think. She got hung up. She got hung up in ooh, I'll have to address this later. Nothing I can do about that. Can't do nothing about that right now. So I'll have to address that later. All right, real quick. Again, we're going to be going out and taking a look at Project Spirit. Yeah, my boss got hung up and I showed her some of the lives. She's like, dang it, I missed out on that. Oh, man, that looks like it was a lot of fun. I said, we had a lot of fun. And, that's just the whole thing about the Prince Magnum channel. We love to have fun. It's just one of them things. We love to have a good time. And that's exactly what we're going to continue to do Even after this pandemic is over, we're still going to have a good time. We're going to hang out, and we're just going to have all sorts of fun. I don't know if we're going to go live as much as we do after this pandemic is over, but we're going to continue to go live. With the stimulus check, we are going to look at some other stuff that will also help the channel, because I know y'all know that there are some video games I do enjoy, and I would love to bring those video games to you guys, kind of take you back to when I was a kid, kind of take you back to, as another channel would say, love to take you back to the past. So we are going to kind of look at doing some stuff like that with some of the stimulus money. I'll have to talk to Princess Pay and we'll figure out how to do all that. But the big thing right now is what to do with some of the money for Project Spirit. What can we do as far as that goes? Because initially, when you start looking at stuff like that, when you start taking a close examination, what you can do and things like that, like one of the things that it might come up is maybe we can start doing all this extra body work and everything. I want to get to the body work. I want to start getting that stuff done, but the problem is there's mechanical issues that still have to be addressed, and we're going to start talking about some of that stuff. And while we're also at it, some people, being in the live stream and everything, have kind of made that mistake of saying certain things about the Mavericks that you might initially think, and we're going to try to bust up some of those myths about the Mavericks. Third Gen 83 would actually be 1,000 times better at explaining this a little bit better than I would, but I'm going to do my very best to kind of give you a general overview of some of the things that were thought about during the time when Project Spirit would have been brand new. But you guys will get the general idea. Like the whole muscle car era thing. Yes, there was a muscle car era, but there was no such thing as muscle cars. They were all either you had a performance package or you didn't have the performance package. That was as simple as it got. And as silly as that may sound, there was no such thing as a muscle car. And that's just kind of a generic term that was started by the magazine some years ago, to kind of get people, there was a muscle car. It just sounds good, like one of the biggest laughs that I have is the Mustang, the Trans Am, the Firebird, the Camaro, and even now they're trying to throw in the Dodge, Challengers and the Chargers as pony cars. There was no such thing as a pony car. There was either a sports car. Those were sports cars. Sports cars. What's wrong with a sports car? We got to give them a special name because, it's like for they fit in the same category as the Corvette. Okay. These cars fit in the same category as the Corvette. So why are you trying to put them in their own special category? Because, no, that's all magazine jerk off bullshit. So we're going to cover a lot of ground in this live and that sort of thing. Hopefully I didn't just screw up the chat. No, we're good. We're good. All righty. So now that we have begun all of that, and come on, you son of a gun. There we go. For some odd reason, the internet has just been really wonky here. So currently right now, I'm not sure exactly how many people are in the live. But we do have a lot of ground to cover on good old Project Spirit. I see a total of 2 people. Yes, a total of 2 people that are actively watching. That doesn't mean that there aren't people kind of lurking in the background and that sort of thing. But for those who are, might be lurking in the background, not really, interested in the chat, just curious what we're talking about. Project Spirit is my 1975 Ford Maverick 4-door sedan. Okay. Real quick, while we're, since I just mentioned the muscle car era, Project Spirit is not a muscle car. She is not a muscle car. The Mavericks were never muscle cars. I don't know where that came from. That has to be some sort of magazine magic BS that somebody thought up in a hot rod magazine, because Project Spirit is a far cry from a muscle car. It's like immediately, cars from, a certain time frame to a certain time. Basically, they're trying to even say that the muscle car era went after 1971, and no, it did not. They're even now lumping cars of the 80s into that muscle car era. No, they were not. Um, so that is just, I don't know where they get that from. And even today, they're trying to even say that the Camaros, the Mustangs, and the Challengers and the Chargers of today, the modern, they're trying to say that those are muscle cars. No, they're not. They're American tuners with muscle car DNA, though. With the a lot of that tech that came out of the 60s that made the muscle car era, that is still there. How you doing, Queen? See, I knew there was a reason why we were going to sit down and start talking about this, okay? And Queen, Queen Bee, I got a funny feeling that after this whole pandemic is over, that her and TFZ Gaming are probably going to end up with some sort of cool classic car, in their driveway before it's all said and done with. Okay, so now that we have discussed, there is no such thing as a muscle car. There is the muscle car era. Just remember, back in those times, you either had the performance package or you didn't. So it was just that simple, okay? By all means, I hate to be that one to say that, and people get upset when I say that. But it's like, do you want me to be honest with you folks, or do you want me to lie? Okay. There's nothing wrong with the Mustang, the Camaro, and the Challenger today fitting into being a sports car. There's nothing wrong with a sports car. That, to me, that is the silliest thing I ever heard of. Why would you want to take that from them? What's going on, Chairman? Welcome to the live stream, my good man. We are going to be stepping outside here just in a few minutes. And we're going to take a walk around Project Spirit. We're going to start talking about some of the things that do need to be replaced on her. We're going to start taking a closer look at that during this time. We've got a little bit of money in the pocket, so there's going to be some things that we're going to try to get fixed on good old Spirit, because these are things that are going to have to be fixed before we even start talking about that V8 swap. Third Gen 83 and I have been talking immensely about that V8 swap, because as much as I love Project Spirit's Inline 6, there's a couple of things that we got to be honest and truthful about. Number one, Project Spirit's Inline 6 is not going to last forever. That engine's is going to be that car, the car and engine are going to be 46 years old this November. That's almost half a century, okay? That engine's been rocking and rolling, but we have to face facts. Almost 300,000 miles on that odometer. That's asking an awful lot. We cannot keep that, we can't keep doing that to the old girl and expect that engine to last forever. I mean, granted, there are inline sixes where I live that go beyond that 50-year marker. But, a lot of things have had to change over the years. Things have broken. And, I have had mechanics take a look, to some degree. And they're like, yeah, she's probably going to last a good long time. She's probably going to last, maybe 5-10 years. But I wouldn't push it, I mean, you're doing good right now with the old girl. But that inline six is not going to last forever, okay? So you're just going to have to start looking at either A, rebuilding the engine, or B, doing an engine swap of some sort. So we had to be honest with ourselves, and that was a couple of years ago. Now, granted, last year, she was down pretty much almost all of last year. She was down for about a year, actually, altogether. And that was just because there was a lot of mechanical issues. Right now, she's actually running right now better than she has at any point in time that we've had her. And there is video footage of her out running one of the new Camaros with that old inline six, but we cannot keep expecting that out of her. But before we can even start talking about a V8 swap, there's got to be some things that have to be replaced and some modifications that have to be made, because, you know, you build a good solid V8. And notice I didn't say one with a lot of power. I said a solid V8. There's a difference. Thank you, Queen. You build a good solid V8. If everything else around, we could do an LS swap, but I'll be the first to say, I am not a fan of modern engines for the simple fact that they just do not hold up like the old cast iron engines. That's just a me thing. And I can still work on the old stuff, you know, I can still work on it and I can make it fuel efficient. So enough chit chat. Let's get out and let's look at the real star of the channel, because honestly and truthfully, that's who y'all really want to see. Okay. That's the real baby. You know, that's who everybody wants to see, is good old Spirit, you know. I'm not as important on my own channel. I'm not that important, you know? So let's make sure I got a good charge. Yeah, we're good. We're good for a good minute. All right, so we're going to go out. We're going to take a look at the old girl. We're going to talk about some of the things that have to be replaced, some of the things that need to change, be rearranged, that sort of thing. There's a lot of stuff on Project Spirit that still needs to be gone through, okay? And we're not talking just, you know, that willy-nilly, you know, slap it on there and call it a day. Nah, we can't do that, because we are looking at that V8 swap. Thank you for the 7 likes. So here in a moment, the camera will be turned around and we're going to start talking about Project Spirit and start to prepare for that V8. Okay, so thank you. My son actually bought me this hat. My son bought me this. Thank you, Queen. All right, so come on. What's going on, Bulldog? Well, you're just in time, because here, come on, you son of... There we go. Here's the real star of the Prince Magnum channel. This is Project Spirit, my daily driven 1975 Ford Maverick. Her original inline six is still under the hood, slightly updated. But this is Project Spirit. What's going on? Think different. I knew he'd be in here, especially when it came to talk about Project Spirit. Okay, let's talk about the old girl. First things first, okay? We got a lot of ground to cover on her. Now, I would love to get to the bodywork right away, but unfortunately, that has to be pushed back because there's still mechanical issues with the old girl, okay? We're not talking just any old mechanical issues. We're talking things like the steering column has a little bit of slop in it, okay? The steering column actually still has a little bit of slop in it. It's not the greatest, and you can actually... That should tell you right there. If I'm able to move it up like that, that is too much slop for my liking. So we cannot have that. Oh no! Third-gen! Third-gen, what the heck, man? You're gonna have to tell me what's up, man, after the stream, brother. But yes, so Spirit is... You know, Spirit is coming up. For those that do not know, that's Project Spirit's odometer, okay? Now, you're going to have to add a 2 in front of it because of the fact that at the time when these cars were built, getting 100,000 miles was unheard of, really. They would hold up, but it was a different time, and it's kind of hard to explain. The doggone engines would outlast the cars, but, you know, a lot of people just didn't keep them around. But there you have it. That's Project Spirit's odometer, and when that turns over, that'll be the 3rd time in her life that's turned over. And, That's just one of them things. Now, I know third gen 83, he was impressed with that speedometer going all the way to 120. I do not know if that was a special order thing or what, but it's always been that way since we've had the car. And yes, she will bury the needle. Ironically enough, excuse the mess. But again, Project Spirit's a cool car, Now, real quick, now I know a lot of you really, really like that taillight panel on Project Spirit. I know a lot of you really like that. And I have to confess, that was not my idea. That was third gen 83's idea. That was his idea. And what he explained to me is they did this whole black, oh man, you'll get it fit. If I know you, you'll have it fixed before you know it. Dang it. Hate that fuel line problem stuff. You'll get it fixed, brother. I know you will. But that blacking out the tail light area is actually, he explained to me that was something they did on the Grabbers, and it really does set her off. It gives her a more aggressive look. Now, if you go back before that, the reason why the car company started doing that is because of the simple started doing it in the late 60s, and we were talking about going to the moon at that time. And if you go back all the way to the 1950s, Sean, you ornery. Well, let's put it this way. I was going pretty quick. I got the video footage to show it. Yeah, I was moving a good lick. But anyhow, we won't go no further than that. But anyhow, I'm going to plead the fifth on how fast that she topped out. Okay. But anyhow, the reason why they started doing that back, right. But the reason why they started doing that back in the 1960s, well, if you could, again, we were talking about going to the moon. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But if you go all the way back to the 1950s, cars started having fins on them because at that time we were talking about, the future of tomorrow, cars of tomorrow. And they were starting to try to make them look like rocket ships. Well, that came back into fashion in the late 60s when we were talking about going to the moon. The reason they would black out that rear taillight panel is because at night when the taillights were lit up, it would resemble the thrusters on a rocket ship. So that was the reason why we did that back then. So when you see that today, it's just paying homage to doing that all the way back in the 60s into the 70s, which right now, I don't think... So there you have it. That's Project Spirit. And again, we've got a lot of ground to cover on the old girl. We've got a little bit of money in the pocket, so we're going to try to spend a little bit of time because if we're talking a V8 swap under this hood, the last thing we want is everything behind that engine to give out the moment we start that sucker. Because please note when I say I want her a solid running V8. I didn't say powerful. That's a whole nother ball game. The power plant, the real crux of it all. There we go. Real quick, I hate these, okay? These are dangerous. I do like them, Sam I am, okay? These doggone things are downright dangerous. I've had this hood come down and about take my head off a couple of times. That sucked. Scared the crap out of me. About broke a camera, destroyed one of the battery packs for the camera. It's some scary stuff. But anyhow, real quick, for those that, how much of Project Spirit is made in the U.S.? Well, just about all of her, really. Now, I found one part that was not made in the U.S., okay, and that is right there. This piece was actually made in Canada. So if you find that interesting, And it's held up pretty doggone good. So I guess them Canadians can build really awesome stuff too. We probably should have stayed in Canada, you know, if we had to go out of country. Okay. So this is her original inline six. Now we had some difficulty streaming it the other day, but we did get the plugs changed. We did get the wire swapped over. She is running pretty doggone good. I'm pretty happy with that. You know, we do have the front disc brake conversion and that sort of thing. That might explain part of my problem too. Had a vacuum line loose. There we go. It was on the distributor. That would cause some problems. Could have wiggled loose at any time. Maybe about time to replace that line. No big deal. We've got a little bit of money in the pocket to do that with. Okay. The power steering pump itself runs just fine. But if you follow it all the way down to that power steering sleeve, and I'll do my best to show you what I'm talking about. But underneath here, okay, there's going to be some steering linkage that has that hole connecting in where, you know, basically those lines connect in. Well, that sleeve leaks like a sieve, okay? So even though I've got power steering, no, I don't. It sucks. So we have to replace that piece at some point in time. So the last thing we want is Project Spirit's, you know, trying to do some of that crazy stuff that we do here on the channel, and that not working at its best. So, you know, we're talking more weight than this engine. We're talking more power than this engine. So that's going to be something that we have to look at during this time. We have to have that fixed. Along with that, we have to start looking at swapping over to an automatic, because Project Lena does need some time off from time to time to go to a shop and things like that. And that being said, Project Lena, well, Princess Faye does not mind driving stick every now and again, but that was back before we started doing stuff like this over here. Your hood trim was made in Canada too. For those that do not know, 3rd Gen 83 has an amazing, gorgeous looking 1973 Ford Maverick. He's got video up on his channel. Absolutely gorgeous ride. And again, he is my go-to guy when it comes to Maverick stuff. He's my go-to guy. He's the one that I talk to. If I go to make any changes, rearranging, anything like that at all, 3rd Gen 83 is my go-to guy. He's also the one that showed me to get that belly strap. Oh yeah, you're gonna love it. Gorgeous looking ride. Gorgeous looking ride. He got a couple good videos up. I love his car. Beautiful looking car. And again, he's the one that has been my Ford guy, because I'm actually a GM guy. More in particular, Chevy and Oldsmobile is my car companies. More Oldsmobile than Chevy, actually. Now, so that kind of covers that. So again, you know, we changed that out earlier, and it, like I said, she's running pretty solid right now. And I know y'all want to hear, no question about it, you all want to hear Project Spirit. You want to hear her talk. GM all the way. Yeah, I'm a GM guy myself. All right. So that's who y'all want to hear. Real quick, this is going to be hilarious because I have to do all of this one-handed and holding a freaking camera. Okay. Now, real quick, this is how it all goes together. This here is Project Spirit's old ignition key, but we still have to use it even though we've updated the ignition here, okay? So right here, what you do, you put that in. Yes, that still works, son of a bitch. Shut that door. We're going to turn her to the on position. That unlocks the steering wheel, but please note, does not start the car, okay? Oh, by the way, Project Spirit used to be what they called the 3 on the tree. If you're not familiar with that, basically she's always been a manual transmission car. Sounds of the 70s. You're going to love it. She sounds really good right now. About due for me to take her up and get gas. Now, this unlocks the steering wheel, okay? Now, right here's where her shifter is, but her shifter used to be right there, okay? So if you wondered about that, and we're going to pop her into neutral, just like that. That way I don't have to hold on the clutch. Then reach over here, turn this to the on position. But that does not start Project Spirit, obviously. Reach over here and hit the button. And just like that. Just like that. Now, please also note, she does not have a tachometer. So when it comes time to shift, I actually have to listen to her, okay? Project Spirit's engine, if you will, tells me when it's time to shift, okay? So, now that we got her going, all right. There's first gear. That's awesome. And then you reach over here. That shuts her off. Just like that. And none of this will activate. And just like that, she's back to normal. Just sitting there chilling, looking pretty. Just like that. And again, someone said that they almost thought that was factory. That is not factory. We did that in a live stream. And if you missed it, we touched up those scuff marks where I had to put it back in a hurry and I scuffed it. And yeah, I caught flack for that. Real quick, one of the other pretty, it does look pretty good. Eventually, we will take that back out. Princess Faye will probably do some amazing artwork to it, some scroll work or whatever she's feeling that day. And again, 3 pedals. Real quick, for you young ones, for you young folks out there, this down here is the dimmer switch. Normally, you're used to it being up here on the column. When you flip it towards you, that turns the high beams on, flip it again back towards you, it turns them off. Nope, back in the old days, that's where it used to be. You'd click, you'd hear click, click, down there on the floor, and that would turn on your high beams. You'd hit it again, turn them back off. That's how we used to do it in the old days. And trying to do that with a stick, well, it's not as easy as it sounds. Great on the highway, though. All right, and real quick, again, Project Spirit does not have air conditioning. Okay, she does have a neat little vent system that I enjoy. Basically, when I'm going down the road, if I want cool air and I don't want to roll the windows down, or even with the windows down, I just pull this forward, reach over, and just like that, I've got fresh air coming in from the cowl right up there where those vents are, comes right down in through, blows right out, real nice, feels pretty good. So that's heating and cooling back in the 70s. And something you don't see very often nowadays in a car, an ashtray. Even though I'm a smoker, I don't use it though. There's the camera mount that we use right here. So those awesome shots that go out over the hood of Project Spirit, right there. Mount the camera right there. And we all know about the cameras that we use here on the channel. And then I'll run a line, basically a wire down to a battery box for that camera and set it right in the ashtray. So that's actually what we do there. So if you ever wondered about that, that's, Project Spirit's old, that's how we get those awesome shots. So there you go. And again, that's her old inline 6. It makes that nice little noise. Go down the road, people just, hey, what's going on? Yeah. She is rolling. Originally, Project Spirit would have come with 14-inch tires and wheels. These are 15s. So it throws the speedometer off a little bit. Right, Sean. So, again, this is just kind of, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Now, some of the things that are going to have to be fixed pretty doggone soon. Also, we're going to have to do something about this. Now, okay, Queen. Well, we'll be here for you. Okay. For those that do not know, I mean, she was already having problems already with rust in these areas. She was already having some problems. Evidently, the previous owner had an engine fire, popped back through the carburetor, caught this on fire, and burned it up pretty good. But then to make matters worse, when you travel over here, we had a battery a couple different times bust open and just spray battery acid all through here and down in here. It used to look a lot nicer through this area. But unfortunately, the battery acid kind of ate away and did a lot of damage right all the way up to here. So what we're going to actually have to look at doing at some point when this engine goes away, we are actually going to have to actually pull all of this out, and we're going to have to clean in the engine bay and get this cleaned up. Remember, Project Spirit is supposed to be a show car. A show car, okay? Love taking her to car shows. People love her because of the fact that she is a four-door Maverick, still daily driven all these years later. So, if you love that so much, there you go. That is Project Spirit at, just doing what she does. Now, that isn't exactly standard issue for the Mavericks. That's something that I do. That way I've got, when I have to fill up on fluids or whatever, I've got it right under the hood, ready to go. So all I can do is pop it in and pour in motor oil or whatever I need to. I just got to, clean it in between the uses. That's it. So that's just something that I do. And if you're like me, you're notorious for losing funnels. And then, oh, gosh dang it, I need a funnel, So I just keep it right under the hood. Just tuck it right down in that spot. That's just something that I do, And that's just something I learned that's kind of old school, okay? So there you have it. I mean, good old Spirit, looking good. Again, most of these cars are usually rust buckets after all these years. And, I mean, she's got some, but not as much as you would think. Okay, so it is getting ready to rain, as you could tell. It is getting downright spooky looking. So we are going to transverse back inside here in just a moment. One last look at the old engine. Now, bear in mind, this is still her original engine. It's never been rebuilt. Still going after all of these years. Project Spirit's original inline six, almost 46 years old, almost 300,000 miles, very good on gas, still very stout. As a matter of fact, we've actually used Project Spirit to pull another vehicle behind her that was broke down. I have to tell you that story here in a minute. So if you ever wondered about that, there you go. And real quick, again, for those that are still fairly new to the channel, pinstriping right there and along her sides, that is not factory. That is my wife's handiwork. Real quick, again, the seats that are here on the front, the seat cover, I did not purchase that. That is actually a gift from my partner, Jammin' John, Mr. Sketch Scars of Sketch Squad TV. He actually sent me this entire kit. And this actually just went right in. Normally, I don't do anything kind of comic bookish with, with classic cars, but, it was a gift, and I appreciate him sending that because, it made the seat a whole lot more comfortable than what it was. So there you have that. Along with that, we did a live stream where we cleaned up the wheels, and that is looking pretty doggone good still. Because of all the polish work that we did right down here through the sides and everything, cleaned everything up real good. She looks amazing, amazing. And again, this is some of the things that we're going to be dealing with is surface rust like this. If all goes well, that is something that we are going to deal with. Is surface rust. We're going to have to start kind of working our way around. This is the area that we're going to start, is right in here. We're going to start the body work right here and then, kind of work up along the side, kind of transversing up onto the rooftop. So that is going to be some of the things that has to be fixed and taken care of. I think it's going to be all right once it's all said and done with. And again, very typical of all of your classic cars right here. She's getting some serious rust there. And she's getting it right down there. But we're going to start taking a look at fixing that. Years ago, before we got her, they busted her marker light here. That is not factory, so that's going to have to be replaced and put back to factory, and you can actually see where they mangled it up right there, but that can be straightened. And right here, she's starting to get some rust here. Welcome back, Queen. She's starting to get some rust right here and that sort of thing. So that is something that we're going to have to take a look at some point in time. We're going to have to grind that down and fill that in. So that'll be taken care of. And it kind of looks like it might be starting to go in behind the bezels. Yes, I got your text messages. Let me holler at you. It's been kind of crazy busy today. And right over here, she's starting to get some rust holes here. Starting to get them right in here. This is just something that you're going to have to deal with. This is what the marker lights are supposed to look like. Right like this. So that is something that we're going to have to deal with at some point in time. And then right down here, she's just starting to get that surface rust starting to bubble out. So that's going to have to be ground down, and that's going to have to be welded up a little bit there. Then if you come back a little bit more, mostly just surface rust again. And then right in here, the body cancer, as they call it, is starting to get really rough right there. So that is something that we're also going to have to deal with right in this particular area, which, because of these chrome strips that they put on, they're notorious for holding moisture up against the body, and that's why you get some of that crap like that. So there you have that. So, goodness gracious. And again, we got the rust that's under the hood. We're going to have to take care of that. But basically, we're going to start looking at doing the repairs throughout this summer as much as possible with what we have on the stimulus check. Basically, we paid up on the bills, so now we can start taking a look at the old girl. So that is a lot of ground to cover because she is my daily driver. I love to drive her every day. Oh, here you go. Some you don't see every day, an actual antenna. And again, we talked about the taillight panel is done. We do not have to mess with that unless we want to. And Princess Faye is actually talking about doing a decal that's going to go right over in here. So when that happens, you guys will get to probably see that live. And then, of course, again, more surface rust that is slowly getting worse. So we're going to have to deal with that too. Just little bitty things will equal to the grand project. So that is part of what we have to deal with. So again, the weather is starting to turn very frightful, so we will go inside. There you go. Real quick, there's an image for you. All righty. So let's go inside. Let's talk about some cool stuff about Project Spirit and kind of what's yet to come, because since we got a little bit of money in hand, like I said, we got to start taking a look at what we can fix and what we can't. Yes, man. My son bought me this hat. Oh, hey, just get here. Do I got to go back out to Project Spirit real quick? If you just got here, I got to go back out to Project Spirit for you. We'll do a quick walk around again, and then, we'll come back upstairs. But just for you, did you just get here? Or were you lurking in the background? I bet you were lurking in the background. Well, I'll take you back to him. The real star's out there. All right. Just for you, buddy. Just for you. All right. There you go. The Batman thing. There you go. Get a step back. Project Spirit. First few minutes, okay. Well, I've decided to come back down for you and let you get a look at the old girl. We all love her. Oh, do you? I love that car. I'm telling you right now, I love that car. That car right there, that's telling you. That is my baby. I'm telling you, car's so much fun to drive. I mean, you drive a car like that once, and you just can't go back to, I've driven newer cars, and Project Spirit, baby. I love it. And the funny thing about that is the irony of this is, hi, honey. Well, we are blessed with my beautiful, lovely wife in the chat. What? What's going on, GTA 5 game? Welcome to the live stream. You're a cracked head. I don't know what you're meaning by that, but if you start getting silly, we're going to have to take that wrench away. Anyhow, so we got a lot of ground to cover. There we go. And here we go. So we had, we went out, took a look, a good walk around Project Spirit. You guys got to hear that old 6-cylinder run. Again, a lot of people don't realize. All righty. Well, I'm glad you're here. Glad you're all here. Be sure to drop a like if you had not yet. And again, for those that do not know, Project Spirit, a 1975 Ford Maverick 4-door sedan. Just cooking. There you go. Well, it's that high energy. Some people have a hard time understanding how in the world can you be so energetic. You got a car like that, you can't be upset, okay? On top of that, got wonderful people. Some people, I knew what he meant. It's all good. It's all good. It's like high energy, man. High energy. That and I drink a lot of coffee. That probably doesn't help my cause any. All right. Let's get caught up to speed. I know. Right. Okay. No. No, I don't want to. Okay. There we go. Real quick. I have finally edited a music video about Project Spirit. Y'all voted on her. Y'all wanted to see evidently see some stuff on her. We're going to go all the way back to the very beginning when Project Spirit was brand new on the channel. And literally this whole music video sort of thing is going to kind of bring you from when she first came home to Prince Magnum Channel HQ. And it's like I started making the videos about her and I knew what direction the channel was going to go. Okay, that done it. All right. There we go. Make sure everything is hunky-dory. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. We're about to see something. Thank you. You got ice cream? Awesome. GTA 5 game, that was your first warning here on the channel. And if my moderators feel it's necessary, you won't be in here much longer. That'll be about enough out of you. All right? Thank you. Oh, don't worry, honey. We got a troll that's about to make his way into fame. Some people. Anyhow. Real quick, GTA 5 game. There you go. See, that's why we got the moderators. And I can take that wrench away, from people like that, Uh-oh. Queen's getting ready to drop the band hammer. Well, I guess she should have been a lot nicer. But that's all right. We can always go, make sure my Gatorade is cold there. He was in here. Basically, he was asking for a little bit of help with his channel. And thank you. See? Problem solved. Some people. And for the record, GTA 5 game, um, I will say right now, um, anytime you want to just come in, and come in and mess, we're doing a good thing here, but do remember, there are people that I do know that can get your IP address. Would you talk that smack if I was standing in front of you? And the answer is no, you wouldn't, because I'll tell you right now, um, you wouldn't. I know you got ice cream, honey. I can't wait. Are you getting ready to come home? What the hey, Again, moderators, thank you for the wonderful job. That's why you guys watch my back. Okay. And again, don't forget to drop you guys' links in the chat. You're stuck up there in Illinois, stuck up there in Illinois, Queen. Right. What does he probably drive anyhow? What does he drive? That's what's up. All right. So now that we've dealt with our troll, real quick, I started talking about the, that's what's up. See, that's why I love you guys, All right. Real quick, over here on my old jalopy of a computer, we've got the music video on Project Spirit. Now, I kid you not, it's probably close to about 25 minutes long. Once that video is done, I got to do a little bit of filming of myself. Might get to break in that new camera stand. And then once I do a little bit of filming of myself, then the next part of this is basically it'll go into, the actual video, taking you through from when Project Spirit was brand new to the Prince Magnum channel, all the way up to some of the latest video, and in some cases, some stuff you guys haven't even seen yet. Right, Hades, man, that is positive. Now that's a positive guy right there. You are awesome, my friend. Awesome. Love you guys. You guys are amazing. That's what's up. You guys are awesome. Can't thank y'all enough. All right. And again, what we're doing with Project Spirit is basically bringing her up to a standard that goes, basically when you're doing what I call budget hot rodding. Okay. To me, I like having a car that, to me, what makes budget hot rodding is number one, can you drive it? Can you drive it? Basically, I like the car that I could drive every day to and from work, and come the weekend, you clean her up, you polish her up, you go to a car show. Or some people, they like to go to the drag races. You're not going to necessarily win any land speed records, but you're still going to, do pretty good. And a lot of people automatically think with drag racing, drag racing isn't what you think. Basically, there's brackets that you're in. For example, say, this is probably not even the case, probably closer to, 60, but say I ran Project Spirit, and we'll say that you did, 14.10 in the quarter mile. Okay, that's the brackets that I go into. And I have to come as close to that time every time. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Cartoon Movie Makers? Welcome to the live stream, my man. We're just talking about good old Project Spirit. You missed it. We were out there with her. We're going to have to go back out here in a moment. Hopefully it's not raining yet. But, let me say right now, Gamer Boy 24. Isn't that interesting? Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Gamer Boy, if you're still in here long enough, if you got that big of a beef, yeah, I know. You better batten down the hatches, Mr. Cartoon. I don't want nothing happening to you, all right? You stay safe, okay? Right on, Hades. Right on, Hades. Thank you. I know he'll pop back in. He got nothing else better to do. you know. But real quick, someone dropped a question. Why? Because, as politely as I could put it, he jelly. Yeah, he needs to go back to his bridge. Because if he pops back in here, he gets the challenge. There we go. We'll hook that up. Anyhow, thank you. Thank you. All right, real quick. Like I said, this dude has nothing else better to do, and he's going to love what comes next. You know, just saying. If he's dumb enough to do it again, he's going to love what's next. There we go. If he pops back in under another account, give him a moment. Give him a moment before we throw him back out. All right. Take a quick gander. Idiot. All right. Mr. Cartoon, you missed it. You missed Project Spirit. You missed Project Spirit. Let's go. We're going to take you back outside and let you see the old girl. You're going to love her, love her. I know you probably haven't seen too much of her yet, but you're going to. Really? Well, Gavin John, thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the live. You guys are just, we'll go back out to Project Spirit. I know that's the real star of the channel. Everyone loves her more than me. You know, hasn't started raining yet, thank goodness, but there she is. The real star of the channel. Check that out. Isn't that awesome? Still going, still running, still rocking and rolling, just like it, it was always meant to be. You know, she's still doing exactly what she was meant to since the 70s. Taking me back and forth to work. Shoot, I take Princess Faye out on date. Well, before this, I was taking her out on dates in Project Spirit. Not bad for, a 1970s four-door. Oh, I live in Missouri. Little bitty small town, really. Most people can't even find it on the map. But yep. Yep, that's my baby. Here, hang on a second. I'll turn you all back around towards me for a moment. Why do you all think I say that I'm the host of the Prince Magnum channel? Oh, I'm pretty sure he is. Like I said, if he's dumb enough to back in here, I got before y'all throw him out. Yeah, I think he is. He'll love what I have to say. Okay, he'll love what I have to say. Because I'll go full on Rage Magnum, the Raging Prince Magnum, for just a moment. It's not that he's getting a rise out of me. I'm just calling him exactly what he is. 5-letter word, starts with a P, ends with a Y. Keyboard warriors. Oh, really? That's awesome, man. Okay, Mr. Cartoon, my man. I know you haven't heard this in a live stream. You might see me, that's what's up. Y'all are always welcome over here. Come out, hang out with us. We'll fire up the barbecue pit. Well, I'm trying to keep it clean here. Okay, Mr. Cartoon, you're gonna get a little bit of a treat here. Project Spirit, her original inline 6. But as I don't drink anymore. Remember, I'm in recovery. 14 years as a sober member of AA. But I can have a soda with you. That'd be all right, wouldn't it? Okay. Now I'm going to give you the full-on treat here. my key set. Let me turn you all around. I know you were. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. All right. Project Spirits key set. So we're going to reach over here. All right. Now, we did this a little earlier in the stream, so I'm going to show you again. Right over here, this is where her old ignition was. But you still have to use it because the steering wheel is locked. So what you do, you put that in, and there you go. Now, oh, I love Chinese food. All right. Hold on a second, guys. I see what you're doing. All right. Sean, would you drop my email address in there before you guys kick him out? Drop my email address in there, Sean, if you would, real quick. You think you're tough? You think you're keyboard warrior? There's my email address. You think you're tough? There's my email address. You want to contact me? You got a problem with me? We'll throw down, motherfucker. All right? I don't play like that. You're a keyboard warrior. You ain't nobody. Nobody. You want to throw down? I'll run you. I'll run you in my car. All right? You want to line up? Want to line up? Throw them out now, guys. There you go. That's how you do it. Called them out. There we go. Now, just for you guys, back to what we were doing. Here's how it all works. This unlocks the steering wheel. This turns the car on. It is. Just for you, Mr. Cartoon, you're gonna love this. That's a six-cylinder. A six-cylinder from the 70s. No joke, man. Yeah, if he wants to go, we can go. We can do it for real. He can bring whatever he's got. Yeah, I don't play around. That's how it rolls. Thank you, Sean, for taking care of me on that. I doubt he will, because he knows what'll come next. Come in here and act like that. I'm in here trying to make a living. Right? I don't know. Would be interesting keyboard movie. That's awesome. Lee. So, we covered that ground. Got to calm down a little bit. Man, I'm hot. I get ticked about that stuff. Come in here. We're trying to run it, trying to run a, positive stream. And you got jokers like that, Nothing else better to do. Find a hobby. Build a car. Take a hike, Hair flip. 80s, that's what's up, man. Well, I'm old school like that. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was. I was looking pretty good, man. You know, my wife's an amazing artist. I mean, she could do things that, that, I mean, some people take for granted. I mean, my wife's very talented. I mean, straight up talented, like a million times more talented than anyone could ever imagine. You know, she's an amazing woman. And, you got the pinstriping on Project Spirit. That was my wife's work. Here, hang on a second. I'll grab some, I've never been any good with this sort of stuff, but throw them out. Fucking pussy. You got my email address. You can get in touch with me. But yet you're in here trolling because you're fucking pussy. Throw down, motherfucker. As a matter of fact, okay. Oh, I don't know. Well, one time she thought about doing stuff like that. Oh no. Chairman, hang on. I haven't been in Discord in a while. Hang on, buddy. I got you. I got you. Too many things going on these days, Let me jump in the Discord real quick. You guys are amazing. What? Wait a minute. Yes, I have. I'm right here. Oh, hang on here. Okay. I'm over in the Discord right now. I got too many things going on at once, guys. Right. Okay. I don't know why it says that. It shouldn't say that at all. It shouldn't say that at all, actually, Chairman. Friend requests. Oh, well, that one, 3 pending. Accept. Why? I thought I had all this taken care of. I'm so sorry, guys. Well, we're going to get that straightened out real quick, like and in a hurry. There we go. Now we're all caught up again right there. So many trolls, so little time, right? That's what's up. All righty, we're going to come over here. Bam! You guys have been putting up some awesome stuff. Mechanic, you were live today? Son of a... I got to get over and see you all more. I work way too much. You guys are freaking awesome. And I don't see y'all enough. The rules pretty much are simple. I mean, the thing of it is that the rules are always pretty doggone simple. Dang. Dang, Hades. You guys are awesome. Okay. So I got that. Yeah, pretty much. I think that's just kind of the we're in here talking about, classic cars and hanging out and just being cool with each other. And that's really all it is, and we're trying to be, somewhat respectable here. So yeah, pretty much, do unto others as you'd do unto them. All right. And that's just it. I mean, that's what's up. Okay, Mr. Cartoon, I'm going to tell you, there's a buddy of mine, real quick. I'll put his name he runs a solid, a solid channel, a dear friend of mine, and you really should get to know this guy. He's freaking awesome. I was in his stream earlier, and he actually helped me get to 1K. Okay, if it had not been for this guy, I would not have made 1K. So I'll put his name down for you guys. Honestly, there's a lot of people doing gaming, and I got a funny feeling that you've got artistic talent beyond anybody's belief. Let's see what you could do with that. Challenging you. What else can you do? I want to see it. All right. I'm going to put this guy's name in the chat. Go over to his channel if you want to grow your channel. Okay. Tell him Prince Magnum sent you. He's an amazing guy. Hands down, bar none. You won't find anybody like him. Well, the thing of it is, I mean, we're going to. What's my favorite zombie movie? Black and White, Night of the Living Dead. That's my favorite. But anyhow, this is the actual pinstriping that's on Project Spirit. I bought $20 worth of this stuff just in case. Zombieland's pretty good. Zombieland's pretty good. Myself personally, I really enjoy. I like black and white movies. I love black and. He helped me get. He helped me out a lot. There was another guy, Muscle Man, who was kind of hooked up with him. Just some of the other gamers in the community. But Carolina Hillbilly really pushed me over the top. Another guy that helped me, but he doesn't stream anymore. He just does loaded content, and that's Choices Games. If he would do, all you would have to do is just go in and kind of get to know everybody, and they'll come over and check you out on their own. Just say, I'm a content creator like you guys. And that's all you would have to do. Really, that's all you have to do anymore is just say, this is what I do. Okay. You don't say sub or subscribe or anything like that. You can get away with followers, adding to my YouTube family. I know that's a little long-winded, but that's something that I've used in the past when I was trying to grow the channel a little bit. One of the things that I actually said one time was, follow supporters. Supporters you can get away with, but and they're starting to watch for that one too. Okay. So one of them, I'll go in and I'll say, I just joined your YouTube family, or I just showed you some love. That's one that I've used. Okay. Right. That's another one. You got to be really careful nowadays when you go in and start doing that, because YouTube really is, showing some love to your channel, and that sort of thing. YouTube is really, really big. That's a good question. Yeah, YouTube's really actually killing their own community. And what it boils down to is they're really trying to hurt the smaller creators. And see, thankfully, I'm now above that 1,000 marker and getting my watch time minutes. And that's important, because now the next step, once I, make that monetization, my channel will really grow on its own. But YouTube is afraid of guys like me doing that, because if we do that, what ends up happening then is now they got to pay us. Okay. And for the record, the Prince Magnum channel was at one time 100% fully monetized. I could actually show you right on YouTube where it says that I'm partnered. Okay. I'm still partnered with YouTube. The Prince Magnum channel has its own custom URL. That is not a joke. We are partnered with YouTube, but when they did the whole adpocalypse thing, it hit us hard. So they kind of screwed themselves, because when they took away that support, And a lot of that had to do with some other video game streamers that were really, really nasty on YouTube. When this all started happening, and I probably should actually talk about this. Do you guys want me to actually, for smaller streamers, smaller content creators, kind of the do's and the don'ts that has probably helped me out a lot? Because I have the zero tolerance policy with trolls. That would be funny as heck. He kind of did. He kind of did. Not really. He was doing so doggone good. Honestly, PewDiePie, he's still doing good. But I'll be honest with you. I mean, I went back and I looked at a lot of his older stuff, and there's no nice way of saying this. Okay, he does have the good personality, and I think that's what really drew people in. But honestly and truthfully, I've been to a lot of you guys' channels. You guys deserve the support more than he does. Okay? And yeah, uh, I'll be honest with you. All of you guys really deserve the support more than PewDiePie does. Uh, Going all the way back to his earlier content, and maybe this is just me, okay? I do not think he's that good, okay? I really don't. And I went in there and I mean, I'm actually subscribed to him, but I'm looking to see what he's doing. And I'm like, you're not that good, dude. I don't know how in the world, Yeah, the thing of it is, but he did say something that really, really struck the right nerve. There is no more good video games. Right. A lot of the big problem is right now, okay? Right. Here's the thing though, okay? And I don't know any other way to say it, um, other than, he does not, I mean, he's funny to a degree, but I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of them that are in the millions that are not that good, and they're not connected with their audience like they should be. I mean, I get that you got to have a private life and things like that, but I'm going to say it right now. I have had supporters come to HQ saying my vehicle is running like crap. I don't know what to do. Can you take a look at it, please? I went out there, no money whatsoever. Well, the thing of it is that, I mean, when it comes to risque content, okay, and don't get me wrong, I mean, we do it here on the channel. We hit that risque content, but there's a fine line that you do not cross. And you've all heard me say this before. You can go from zero to hero on YouTube like that, but you can also go from hero to villain just as quick. Okay, you can go from hero to villain on YouTube like that. Um, so the thing of it is that you've got to know you got to know how to approach your audience. Right. And I mean, we went out and we talked about things that people did not know about the Mavericks, why we're doing certain things, what we're looking to do. That to me is content, okay? And talking about, why certain things were the way they were back in the old days. Teaching history, teaching automotive, and at the same time, Project Spirit's eye candy. I mean, yeah. Hey, what's going on, Miss Emily Survivor? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. Mr. Cartoon, I'm going to say straight up. How have I been? Well, you just missed me tearing into a troll, calling him out, saying, here's my email. Let's throw down, that sort of thing, But then we were outside taking a look at my 1975 Ford Maverick that is better known as Project Spirit. Now that you're here, I'll tell you what. Even if you're not into cars, let me say right now, my wife's artwork is involved in this car. I still take my wife out on dates. We've been married, believe it or not, 6 years. And because we've been married that long, and because I do love, yes, you love cars and art? Well, hang on a second. We're going to go do a quick walk around. All right. This is the real crux of the channel. Ooh, I'm scared of the dark. Someone hold me. Ah, shoot. Oh, and Miss Emily, you will notice right away that we have a lot of wonderful people in here. You're welcome to get to know them, and I hope they all get to know you as much as I've enjoyed being around you and others. Hopefully I do not fall and bust my face. Sorry about that, folks. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Here you go. Miss Emily, this is my 1975 Ford Maverick Project Spirit. I take my wife out on dates in this car. The pinstriping that you see, that is my wife's work. That is not factory. That is her work. As a matter of fact, we did a video not that terribly long ago back here along this panel. We did that taillight panel together, and she painted that herself. So that is, hey, honey. For those that do not know, my lovely wife is in the chat. There you go. But that is Project Spirit. Yep. So let's head on back upstairs. But that is that's my baby. That's my baby that my baby bought me. Did you catch all that? Oh, she's probably bringing something nice home. I'm scared of the dark. Gavin John, you taking off, my man? Well, I'm going to miss you. Thank you for being here with us. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. There we go. Yeah. Come back out. Okay, honey. I'll come back out. Ooh, I'm scared of the dark. You guys are awesome. Love all you being here with me. Watch me fall down the stairs. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm going back outside. I'm going. I got this. Right. Uh-oh. Hang on. I think I see it. Hang on. I think I see what's up. I think the wife is getting ready to do something. If that's her. Or is that her? Shoot, I can't tell. There you go. She had me come back out, but I don't know what for. Oh. Ha ha. Hi, honey. I thought that was, if you would have just took off when I had it around.
Yeah, see, I popped up, I was actually on Cherry Street, and I just turned, and you were like, all right, I'm going to go back in. I was like, no, wait! I'm almost there!
All right, folks, real quick. This is Project Lena. well, look who popped up. Yeah. Go ahead and run around. Go ahead and give her a hard run around the block real quick for everybody, if you would.
Okay.
Gun it. Gun it. Now, Project Lena is a 2003 Pontiac Grand Am GT with a 3.4 liter V6 4-speed automatic transmission rated at about 100 and, about 125 horses. Well, what do you guys think? Not bad, huh? Remember, Project Lena. I love it. I love it. You know, that's what's up. See? Now, little did you know you were going to see that tonight. Oh, you live in Missouri too? Awesome. You know what that means? You know what that means? Y'all going to have to come over and hang. She gone. But that is my wonderful wife. See what I mean? Mr. Cartoon, you live in Missouri? That's awesome, man. There you go. They loved it. Let's go ahead and bring it on in, baby. You have to excuse me, Mr. Cartoon. I'm a little slow some days. She is. She's a one. Yes, Miss Emily, my wife is an absolutely gorgeous woman. Hi, honey.
My front brakes definitely need work.
Well, we'll have to do that. So there you go, both cars.
I needed an excuse to run her a little bit hard.
Ah.
Here, you want to look real quick?
Yeah. Hand it over, baby.
I got some kitty cat food.
Kitty cat food?
And then I got some favorite.
Camp Survivor. Welcome to the live stream. We were just
We weren't doing nothing.
you ornery cuss. We blank people.
I'm scared of the dark.
Right. Moderators, you know what to do.
Is it somebody else?
It's the same guy.
Is it the GTA whatever?
Oh, Camp Survivor and Miss Emily the Survivor. I see it now. Duh. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being in here with me. We have, so you got to see both project cars. If you missed, if you go over to the community tab, you can vote on your favorite project car, Project Spirit or Project Lena. And earlier, right? Well, Mr. Cartoon, that's why you're here. That's why we got you as a moderator, my man. You know, and I'm glad that you are here. My goodness, I need coffee. Y'all need coffee? I need coffee. Let's go get some coffee. And we'll chit chat a little bit more. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now. All husbands will say that they have the most beautiful and wonderful wife in the world if they're for real. You know, you want to hear the story of how Princess Faye and I met. That is a funny story. Oh, shoot. That is an interesting story. And I'm going to spill coffee everywhere right now. Yeah, I vote for both. I'll be back to take care of that.
I was looking at the chat
From earlier.
I was in the stream, but I was
You were lurking.
I was lagged out.
Oh.
And because my phone.
Coffee is life. Well, you know, when I got sober, that became my drink of choice. And I'm a sober member of Alcoholics Anonymous. I definitely Frappe is like, give me just a second, Mr. Cartoon, and I would love to tell you the story of how, really, dude, I'm going to have to holler at Jam and John. We're going to get your IP address. All righty. Thank you. Thank you, Sean, for taking care of that for me. Sean drops the links in. Thank you. Thank you. Great job, guys. Thank you, moderators, for taking care of business again. You guys are amazing. That's why you guys are my moderators. Whoa, easy, 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 easy. Don't go hog wild here. Don't go hog wild. Don't hide. Careful, careful. Y'all are getting button happy. Camp Survivor's cool. Camp Survivor's cool.
She probably just hit in by accident.
Yeah, it's cool. Don't. Easy does it. Easy does it, guys.
No, undo. God, I'm horrible. I'm the worst moderator.
The answer is no. That's why I'm married. Yeah, he really bored. He really bored. Quarantine got people going crazy. Well, you know what? We'll just, that's okay. Right? Prince Magnum Princess Faye always teases me about the fact that I used to kind of get around. She teases me all the time about that back in, I used to get around. y'all are going crazy. It's like, you stay off of him. He didn't do nothing to you. He already heard me earlier. If he can't, yeah. So don't worry. Y'all didn't toss him out, did you? I hope y'all didn't toss him out.
Camp Survivor?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that.
Why? It says that I deleted his stuff. I hit the wrong person. So.
It's okay. She said it's all right. He'll be back. He'll be back. Okay. Sorry about that. We've had a troll problem this evening. He doesn't realize it, but I have people that can get his IP address.
Just leave it alone. When you give them that energy, they're winning. IP address none. You just ban them and leave it alone. You are the bigger man.
Right. So anyhow, to answer the question how Princess Faye and I met, ironically enough, because we do a DIY channel and everything, we met playing World of Warcraft. And at the time, I was engaged to a different gal. Yeah, I had to admit that live. The story goes, at that time, I was 3 years sober. And I was actually getting ready to go to some big event for Alcoholics Anonymous. But I was having a hard time sleeping. I was a little nervous. It was my first time kind of representing my home group in AA. So basically what ended up happening was I stayed up probably longer than I should have that night. Engaged and married. That's awesome. You guys are awesome. But anyhow, Princess Faye and I ended up kind of meeting in this pug group. At the time, ironically enough, there was this festival going on in World of Warcraft known as Brewfest. Now, Brewfest is kind of like the Oktoberfest sort of thing, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And I was getting ready to go up and represent my home group for the first time. I was doing this sort of thing. But I wanted to do Brewfest, and I was real nervous about the next day going up and representing my home group for the first time. I didn't know what to expect. I was kind of going up there kind of blind, so it was a new experience. It happens. We got a storm moving in the area. By the way, Mr. Cartoon lives in Missouri, in Aurora, Missouri, which isn't super.
Name.
Yeah, it's not super far from here. Oh, awesome. But basically,
the N-word. It's just a word.
It depends.
Context is really a big factor on that one.
Yeah, it's kind of the context. I mean, I'm one, and I hate to be that guy. I'm gonna actually kind of, if a person of that particular, that basically, if you're using it about your people, then you deserve to be called it. Other than that, I really don't like that word because it's been taken out of context for so long. We probably shouldn't use it anymore. But basically, it's kind of one of those things that, on one side of my family, I'm Native American and Mexican. There you go, Camp. Sorry about that, brother.
You don't have to be sorry. It's me that has to be sorry. I'm the dumbass that hit him instead.
Right. It happens, baby. No, I'm on the other side of Missouri, towards the St. Louis side. It's okay. But anyhow, so when it comes to that particular word, basically I don't like it, but I will say that if there's a certain group of people that they call themselves that, and it's like you get upset if people no, don't do that, because if you're going to call yourself that, we should all call you that. That's just kind of, so that's where I stand on that. Should we do it at all? No, the word should go away, really. There's some words that just need to go away, ugly words, ugly words. There's, but for the record, there's worse words more ugly than that. That's actually, she's got a, is that your cat?
In the icon?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my baby. That's Galaxy when she was a baby.
That was Galaxy when she was a kitten. She's right behind you. If you'll grab her up, we'll show her off real quick.
Okay, hold on.
But Princess Faye and I actually met playing World of Warcraft, and it was they were looking for people. I'm going to tell y'all right now, DJ Queen. Oh my gosh, we got all sorts of wonderful people popping in here.
You need to lower your voice.
Right? Here we go.
I heard her.
Okay. This is Galaxy.
I know, you don't like being held.
No, we didn't get married in World of Warcraft.
Excusez-moi? Not the actual marriage. Oh, we did.
Chat down. Hang on. Sorry about that, folks.
We need to be quieter. We need to really be
Oof.
quieter. You are super loud.
All righty. Sorry about that, guys. Real quick. But yes, to answer the question. Oh, yeah, you should. Camera done. Well, that's what I get for not using the one camera mount.
Oh, it's my fault again. I'm just. Mr. Cartoon wants Taver.
Oh, Taver. Yeah. Where is that?
He's in the box. I can't get him. I want that box to be a safe zone.
We'll see if we can. But yeah, we were outside. DJ Queen, you missed it earlier. We were outside taking a look. Kitty wasn't happening. Yeah. We no. As a matter of fact, we were just outside showing off the project cars. Oh yeah, Galaxy's. I hate how some people here in Missouri are just so mean to, just so mean to black cats. Black cats are beautiful. It's like they have their own tuxedo, or because Galaxy's a female, she has her own little black dress, if you will. I don't know how you could be so mean to that. Why? That's how it is in Missouri. We have some people that are very superstitious, and a lot of it has to do with the churches in our area. Here we go. This is Taver. This is my buddy.
He's got a shedding problem when he gets upset.
Yeah. He starts shedding when he gets a little upset. He was laying comfortably.
He was sleeping.
Oh my God. Oh.
Look at that face. Look at that face.
And if you want to see how big, he's big enough to do this.
You can do it, Taver. You know you want to. There you go, buddy.
That should give you all an idea how big. That's Bug hitting it.
Yeah, big Bug. He looks so unhappy. He says, bring the catnip and the wet cat food, and you shall be with a boop.
Sean, I love him. There you go. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna go put him back where he was. So
yeah.
Hate me forever.
Fun. Oh, Yellow. He's my buddy. For those that do not know, I also suffer from PTSD. I was diagnosed at 16. I had a rough childhood.
You can out me too if you want for Galaxy.
Huh?
You can out me too for Galaxy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a beautiful cat. Taver actually takes care of me when I have PTSD flashbacks. He actually takes care of me. That's my buddy. He takes care of me when I have my flashbacks. As a matter of fact, when I start, right, and Taver he'll come up and he's my rock, if you will, Wow, Chairman, that's horrible, man. I have cat treats. I love it. But Princess Faye has went through some stuff, and Galaxy takes care of her. Our cats are actually our. Oh, you too, huh? Wow. That is awesome. I'm actually the father of 5 beautiful children. My oldest one is actually 18. Yeah. Did I just give away my age? I'm actually going to be 41 this August, for those that do not know. Well, I would hope you know my age, honey.
I don't remember.
Yes, I have 5 children. My oldest daughter is 18 years old. Then I have a 16-year-old, a 12-year-old son, then a 6-year. Really? I'm young. Wow. You guys can't be that old. I'm getting to be an old man. There's nothing wrong with that, though. How do I get to this age? By living life. Why so loud? I don't know. My voice just carries,
You do have a very carrying.
My voice projects very well.
Yeah, well, practice that.
Oh my goodness.
Once we have a house, it'll be a lot easier. What?
My goodness.
I'm not.
Camps, the survivor couple. Their oldest is going to be 20 soon. My goodness. So we got some people in here who got a couple of years on. Nothing wrong with that. How did we get to be our age? By living life. That's how we did it. We kept breathing in, breathing out. I looked. Thank you. I appreciate that. What, dear?
Nothing. It was a bad joke. I'm not going to repeat it.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm going to get a better joke, I'll tell you.
Well, I got to do it. For Sean. I got to do it for Sean.
Okay,
Here you guys go. Sean, you know what's coming. As soon as I pick it up, you know what's coming. I look 20. Thank you all so much. You guys are really gonna think I look 20 come this Saturday.
Quit flirting with my man.
They're not flirting.
Was that a better joke?
Okay. I know Sean is somewhere lurking in the background. We're in the office. Wow, here we go. Okay, guys. One of the things that I've been pushing for everyone to do is to try to. Oh, you know what? I wouldn't believe me when I say she's teasing. She knows. She knows. Real quick. I've been trying to keep everyone to remind them to get out there and to work on projects and to stay active during these dark times. Okay. And part of that is some of the cameras that we use here on the Prince Magnum channel are the actual. Having 5 kids. Those are the ones I know about. I used to live a very cavalier love life. But oh no, Princess Fan's gonna come in here and beat the brakes off of me for that joke. But it's true. I can't, I have to own it, That is what's up. That's what's up. Why do y'all keep hearing me say, hot rodding and romance go together, Well, ships that pass in the night, Oh, don't worry, Ms. DJ Queen. I've seen you in several chats, and I believe I've been over at your channel a few different times. You got a sweet personality. Don't worry about none. Someone take care of that dude for me, would you? Anyhow, real quick. For those who do not know, I've been trying to keep everyone, reminding them that that it's important to stay active, to stay positive, and to keep working, to continue with the DIY part of your life. Yes, you might be a gamer, but get out there and work on some sort of project. And I've even challenged many people, even right here in this stream right now, and I'll continue to challenge everybody. What are you working on? Okay. That being said, real quick, we have some cameras here on the Prince Magnum channel that those amazing shots that we get. There you go. That's what's up. Anyhow, right? I'm a smoker. What do you expect? Anyhow, so part of one of the things that we do here on the channel, a lot of DIY stuff. We have some cameras that get awesome shots that go right out over the hood of Project Spirit, okay? And these are some really, really awesome shots. And these cameras also get the same ones that go out over the hood of Project Lena. You guys will see some of that in the video that will be coming up soon, okay? So, because of that, we use those cameras for everything. Well, they don't make other mounts other than the ones that are for the dash in Project Spirit and for Project Lena. So the idea was that maybe we need to make some sort of a camera mount. So quite literally, I made my own. I went in right behind HQ, cut down a tree, cut out a block of wood, and I've got some other projects that other woodworking projects over there that I can't wait to get to. Just do what you can. Just do what you can. That's all anyone can ask. But you do what you can. Try to stay active. It's good for the health. But you do what you can, right? But anyhow, Sean's all excited. He loves this joke. It's when we're here in the office, it's tradition that we do this joke. But basically what I did was I cut out a block of wood and I carved out this section right here for the camera. So quite literally, the camera will sit right there. Then the lens for the camera will rest right here in this little knock, okay? And to get this little knock, what I had to do is I had to take this half moon shaped file and I laid it right on top of it and just started working it back and forth, back and forth. Then what ended up happening was I got this knock. Take care of that for me, would you guys? Take care of my light work. But anyhow, then Once I got that knock all cut out, camera rests right in there real perfect. And like I said, I did it with this file right here. So that must mean I'm really good at filing and should try my hand at being a secretary. Yeah, that's the joke. It's a little... Princess Faye's gotten tired of it. It's a tradition when we're here in the office to do that joke, that everybody, basically the filing joke, and I should try being a secretary. Well, what do you expect, Camp? Of course they're going to come on hot and heavy, The Prince Magnum channel is a hot commodity. You guys are awesome. A&R, welcome, buddy. Hang on a second. Here. Hang on a second. All righty. Really? Guys, take good care of that for me. Boy, that is redonkulous. Redonkulous, folks. Does this person not realize every time they come into the chat, what happens is I still get watch time and you still get banned? Well, we know what'll come next. He jelly. Free watch time. That's what's up, That's what's up. Hang on here. Y'all take care of that for me. Really? Wow. Oh, that's not the same person. I'm going to have to go talk to her. That is not who that is. That's right. They don't even realize they're just helping me out, Yeah, some people just don't get it. They don't get it. So we are getting close to that 2-hour marker. Yeah, I know that's not her, and I'm going to let her know. Why? Because here on the Prince Magnum channel, we're that freaking... You know what? Hang on a second here. Boom. And boom. Now, where is... Hang on. Got that one. Hang on. There's the other person I was looking for. All righty. No, you're good. DJ Queen, Elevator Crazy, would you do me a favor and drop something in the chat? And Camp Survivor, would you drop something in the chat? And Miss Emily Survivor, would you drop something in the chat? You will notice, the three of you, because I've known you guys for a good long time, and gotta have that back. You gotta have more people to watch my back. There you go. You will notice some changes. Again, adding to the Maverick mechanics, because had to add to the Maverick mechanics because we got some crazy mofos coming in here, That's what's up. Again, we have a good sized Maverick mechanic squadron going on. You guys are awesome. And see, what blows my mind is that we're all focused on... Thank you, honey. Thank you. we're all really focused on trying to remain positive during these times. Mr. Cartoon, you guys are awesome. That is the big no. Thank you guys for being here. I've known you guys for a good long time, and it's just been a long time in coming. Thank you again for being here with me. The main focus right now here on the Prince Magnum channel during this pandemic, until we get the all clear, we're going to continue to try our dangdest to try to help everyone to remain positive. During we try to go live for at least 2 hours a day. The only day we don't normally stream is on Mondays. And the reason why is I just got to have a day. No, thank you for being here with me, because I'm going to tell y'all, I feed on you guys and try to help as many people as possible out there, because a lot of people right now just check my this particular troll just has nothing else better to do. And like I said, he does not realize I do have a partner that can look up IP addresses. And I mean, this pandemic will be over at some point. So he might want to back off a little bit. He might want to just, because I'm I'm trying to work here. To me, this is another job, so I mean, I'm the type of person to knock on the door and say, what's your freaking problem, dude? What's up? I'm trying to work. Would you like it if I came to your job and start busting up your job? Right. I mean, seriously, seriously. But to answer the question, what made me start doing YouTube? Oh, thank you guys. Appreciate that. Well, what happened was, let's go back in history. Right. Oh my gosh. Oh God damn it. Oh shit. Oh my gosh. Woo. Oh. That made this. Oh man. That was I couldn't have said it better. Oh man, that was awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Emily. That was awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Well, he had it coming, Okay, let me tell y'all the story of how the Prince Magnum channel got started. Our very first video was just kind of I was just doing what a lot of people do, just kind of perusing through YouTube. And this was like years ago. And I got Princess Faye's, her thing is the zombie apocalypse. And we were watching some videos on the 5 things you would take to a zombie apocalypse. And as I was watching this, one particular guy said, I'm tagging everyone. If you got a cell phone, you can make a video. If you got a camera on a, yeah, this is the very first one. Very first one. So that's how that all started. And he's like, I'm tagging everyone. If you can, make a video, it doesn't have to be great quality. What would you take to the zombie apocalypse? So I did a video. And if you actually go back to my very first video, I mean, the quality was horrible, but the knowledge was there. So it was there. And then from there, I did a couple other videos, but then nothing, then I didn't do anything for a long, long time. Then what ended up happening was, and Princess Faye will remember this very well. I started having heart problems, and it was pretty scary. It was right after we got married. And I thought, of all the things, I just got married. That's awesome. Hades, you are, man, I love you guys. I love every last one of you. But my heart was giving me problems, and I started having a lot of chest pains. I couldn't even walk up a flight of stairs without, being out of breath. And it looked pretty bad. You guys are awesome. And, I was genuinely scared. I thought I was going to die. I'm not kidding you all. And, so I was really scared, I was really scared. And, I was going through. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. So, I was really scared, and I looked at Princess Faye and I said, honey, I got a lot of knowledge. The kids are too young, or they're not here with me. I don't want this knowledge to die. I have a lot to give. I want to actually turn, turn this into a channel. She said, is that what you want to do? I said, yeah. I said, because if I don't make it, I don't want this knowledge to go away. Those early videos were really horrible. Just kind of me talking to a camera a lot of times, or, they weren't that great. But then, over time, my health got better. I got into the right environment, and got the right project car. And here we are today, but I love you guys so much, and that's where it all started, because I honestly didn't know if I was going to make it, and I was scared. I'm not going to lie. I thought that was the end. I was going to be gone in my 30s, I was 34 at the time. And, doctors found out it was just a vitamin B deficiency, vitamin B12. You guys are amazing. Did I see your message? I'm so sorry. I don't know if I did. You dang right I would. I'd fight tooth and nail. You guys, yeah, Mr. Cartoon, I would fight tooth and nail for every last one of you guys. I'm going to tell y'all, okay? You guys are the Maverick Nation. Without you guys, I'm just some knucklehead on camera. You guys are what makes the channel awesome, okay? Y'all want to take care of business for me again? Oh. You guys are what makes the Prince Magnum channel awesome. Hands down, bar none, you guys are amazing. If it wasn't for you guys, I'd just be some knucklehead on camera, so that's what it means, to tell you guys that there is hope out there. I've been a member of Alcoholics Anonymous over 14 years. I got sober back in, on February 7th, 2006. That's my sober date. And, going all the way back then and trying to do all the right things and that sort of stuff. And then coming in, basically, this is the end result of an interesting story so far. Even if he knew what, the funny thing is, this troll doesn't realize I'm friends with the police chief in this town. So he would already know. Right. You know, yes, you know, um, that's just the thing. I'm basically what completes the Prince Magnum channel is, you guys and trying to troll remover. We got aircraft remover. Oh, real quick. If you guys have, I think everyone for the most part has seen aircraft remover. One of the next video series. If y'all have not seen the aircraft remover series here on the Prince Magnum channel, you're missing out. It's really funny. It was a gag that has continued to just keep bringing people laughs. I think a lot of time that is so awesome. You guys are amazing. And that's what's up. That is what is up, And, again, now the romance side of it is, we were kind of going through some changes at that time. Right? Right? Troll remover. That's just the thing, though. The Prince Magnum channel has been doing what it does for a long, long time. We've been at this now. You guys are awesome. Again, I'm very fortunate that I'm very fortunate that, I have all of you here with me. And, during this pandemic, we have been Troll Patrol. I love it. Through this pandemic, we have been doing our very best to get through this. Really? Really, dude? Now we're definitely going to have to get your IP address. We're going to get your IP address. We're going to turn you over. It's going to be absolutely hilarious. Thank you guys for taking care of business. This is what it's all about. Yes, we do the custom cars, we do the romance. And let me say again, we have an entire video that specifically explains how Queen Bee is about to use the aircraft remover, right? You guys are, again, I'm very fortunate that I have all of you here today. I love you guys. I love you guys. Thank you, dear. And I'm gonna holler at my good buddy Jammin' John. He actually knows how to get IP addresses. This guy's gonna have the police over at his place. You don't come on to the Prince Magnum channel busting chops like that. Yeah. You're caught, buddy. You're caught. He wouldn't know which is the dangerous end anyways. Moron. Love me some coffee. Now, real quick, hot rodding and romance do go together. See what I mean? You guys are awesome. Again, we've had some fun with trolls. Well, Miss Emily, what if you are, though? That doesn't work. I mean, I'm sure Camp will say that, well, honey, you're beautiful enough to do it, Oh, Chairman, I'd seen in the Discord where you asked a question, and don't think I hadn't forgotten you. To answer your question, what camera that we use on in Project Spirit, it's the Black Web series from Walmart, believe it or not. And it's amazing quality. Really? That's awesome. And see, that's what's up. For the record, Yeah, if y'all seen here real quick, guys are awesome. Oh my gosh, I can't thank y'all enough for being here with me. Again, I'm the luckiest content creator. Oh, you need the Discord. Actually, hang on a second. Hang on a second. I don't have the bots like everyone's used to, but I do have this. Watch this. Boom. There you go. And there you go. So there you have that. And again, let me say right now that here on the Prince Magnum channel, I'm going to say it again. I am the luckiest content creator in the world. I got all of you behind me. See, that's what's up. And again, you all are welcome to join the Discord, hang out. I mean, real quick, since we've got so many wonderful people that finally had a chance to make it over and hang with us, let me give y'all a rundown. Thank you. Sean, again, with the email address. That's my boy right there. One of these days, him and I, all of us are going to hang out together. Let me get y'all in the clear here on a few things that are be coming up this week. Tomorrow, I have no idea. I have no idea, to be honest with you. We're going to try to get some cooking done. I want to try to cook for you all. Do a cooking stream for you guys and cook something fancy for my beautiful wife. I love her. I love her to pieces. I'm very fortunate to have her. Awesome. Thank you. Along with that, Thursday nights is all focused. I know, third gen. I know. Smoking causes heart disease. I know. Okay. Here we go again with the cake. Fancy Hot Pockets. Sean, you ornery cuss. I love you guys so much. One of the things that we do here on the Prince Magnum channel is there's an entire series all about romance dedicated to my beautiful wife. Thursday nights, we talk about sobriety. I'm a sober member of Alcoholics Anonymous. My sober date is February 7th, 2006. That's the day I got sober. Became a member of AA. As a matter of fact, on my birthday, it'll be 14 and a half years to the very day when I got sober. I didn't plan it that way. It just kind of happened that way. So I love sobriety. I love being a member of AA. Okay. I'm getting to that, buddy. You think, quit reading my mind. Okay. Fridays, this Friday. Yep. Thank you, Queen. We usually do it every Saturday and we try to go live every day at about 7:00. Now, the only days that we do not mess with on that are strictly, we do things that day. The big one is Sober Talk does not change. Sober Talk stays the same every Thursday without question, 7:00, be there or be square sort of thing. And we talk about, staying sober and that sort of thing. And it's all about, that sort of thing. Normally I don't stream on Mondays, but we had a problem on Sunday and I got cut out of a lot of watch time minutes. So because of that, I had to stream Monday because we're trying to get my watch time minutes up. So right now, the big focus is trying to get us to that 4,000 hour watch marker. Right. So 14, so this Thursday we will be talking about sobriety. It is a very, very, it's going to be very focused on being positive, and trying to help anybody. So if you've ever wondered what it was like to be in the shoes of an alcoholic, you'll hear me describe that. Because even though I have not had a drink in 14 years, I still suffer from the disease of alcoholism. I have to learn to live with it. I wake up with it every day. So that is some of the things you'll get to hear about how I deal with it on a daily basis, even after all this amount of time. And you'll get to hear some stuff. Stay sober, right? So along with that, so we will be doing Thursdays. That's a thing. Saturdays normally, for the most part, for the purposes of, yes, my wife occasionally goes live and does she does these amazing art streams. She sometimes does those on Mondays. She likes it all. When she loves everyone here on the Prince Magnum channel so much, she'll go live. Sometimes she does it on my channel. Sometimes she does it on hers. You guys are amazing. And she goes live and that sort of thing. Miss Emily, thank you for being here with me. And being here and bringing some more joy. Bringing some more joy to the Prince Magnum channel. Thank you for being here with us, Miss Emily. You and your husband both. It means the world so much. DJ Queen, we're going to have to figure out what we can do about that. We're going to figure that out. We're going to straighten that mess out. Again, thank you so much, Camp. I appreciate that. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And Fridays we try to do the drag makeup. It's meant for humor. It's a lot of fun. It's that sort of thing where we just have a good time, and we have a lot of laughs, and it's all about just having fun. Don't take it serious. It's one of those things that we go on and we have some fun. And I'll even I even act the part, and it's that whole basically to me it's that whole thing, like, yeah, Saturday, yeah. Sean, you're awesome. So because of that, let me say right now that Saturdays, it basically when the drag makeup goes on, think Mrs. Doubtfire, okay, but only a lot younger. And to me, it's kind of what Robin Williams did, but only kind of a younger version and a lot, and bent on just having fun. To me, it's acting. I don't get enough time to act, and I love acting. I did some of it on my own channel, and I get to voice act every now and again, but I don't get to do anything where I get to, live acting and things like that. So to me, that's what it is, and we have fun. So Saturday is the drag makeup live, and my wife gets to showcase how amazing she is as a makeup artist. I'm telling you, I have a very talented, beautiful wife. I know. YouTube's been attacking my channel on that too. Trying to bust me back down under 1K, but they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna bust us up. We're going to the top, baby. Going to the top. So, all right. So pretty much expect the unexpected this week on a few days. We are gonna try to do a a cooking live sometime this week. Well, real quick, if you've got a wrench next to your name, okay? If you got a wrench next to your name, by all means, if you have a YouTube channel, drop the link to videos to your own channel in the live stream. I'm not one of those content creators that gets upset when people do that. Drop the links to your channel every chance you get, okay? That way we can get over to see you, okay? I can't stress that enough. If you've got a wrench, you have permission. Don't ask, just do it. Drop the link to your channel, drop the link to your favorite videos on your channel, just like that. Thank you. And so we can find you a whole lot easier. I don't consider it spam. I don't get upset about it. If you've got a wrench, do it. If someone comes in here and they've got they're the white collar, in the stream, but you know them and you know they're awesome people, and maybe we haven't got to know them yet, grab their link, drop it in there. Tell me what's up, okay? Don't be afraid to let people, that's how we continue to, where's, I know TFZ is somewhere around, and he's an awesome guy. And, he's real quick, for those that do not know, Queen Bee and TFZ Gaming are wonderful people. There are refugees from Twitch. Wonderful people, wonderful, absolutely fantastic people. He's recording lately. Okay, well, tell him we're thinking of him, that we still love him. And he's always welcome here. This is his home too, if you will. And the hope is one of these days that I get big enough that I can come see all of you. That's the big one. I want to come see all of you. I want to, you guys are awesome. You guys build me up. Yeah, tell them we're all thinking of them. All right, guys, I'm hungry. I gotta go grab me a bite to eat, because if I don't grab me a bite to eat, I'm gonna get skinnier than what I already am. Again, you guys are awesome. I love every last one of you guys. Well, Queen Bee, do me a favor. Tell them that we love them. And there you go. Tell him that we love him. And when when he gets a chance, he needs to come over and see us. We love him. Amazing guy. And I'm so fortunate that I have all of you behind me. You guys are awesome. Really? That's what's up. All right. So that brings us to our usual spot. Again, I need to say it. I am the luckiest content creator in the world. I have all of you. Without you guys, I'm just a knucklehead on the camera. Okay? You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. Don't ever sell yourselves short. I'll stay safe for you guys. Do my very best. And that brings us to the spot where I get to tell all of you, get out there and work on a project. I don't care what it is. Just do something with yourselves. Remember, idle hands and a creative mind go together like oil and water. If you have a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet. Do something special for them today. And as always, for all of you out there, if no one out there has told you that they love you today, Prince Magnum does. God bless you and have a happy 24. Thank you.